Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. We're starting with another day today again. Thursday, coming into the books. Half a day passed, at least for us in the Europe. Hope you guys in America are having a good morning. Um, Actually, sunny skies. We just had some sun in an hour ago here in Lithuania, so a bit of a sun coming out in Vilnius. But we're gonna try to dig in. We had a rough 3 days of trading with quite some consolidation and both consolidation and movement in the stream in the charts. But very honestly with you, I'm expecting some better price action today. And why? Because we're creating a bullish structure again on dollar index. So initial push happened right here last week throughout the NFP on Friday. And I'm wishing to call this fair value gap that I just noted for you guys as breakaway gap. And with this breakaway gap left open, I will try to target buy side at 104, 800, 893, maybe middle of that monthly fair value gap itself. And we'll see today how we trade into it. But dollar index overall is looking hopefully bullish for us. I'll expect some bullish prices because of few reasons, right? We have a 4-hour fair value gap that we might close above, which the close is happening at 10 a.m. New York time, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm expecting it to close above it, and if that happens, I'm very bullish on dollar index. We'll leave the midnight open and then this sell side liquidity pool behind us, but that's okay. Anyhow, if we're not closing below this 4-hour fair value gap right here, I'm expecting the sell side to be taken. We have very juicy sell side and that breakaway gap below us. Today's swing low didn't take it out, so we'll see how we trade down there. Euro USD itself, I made a short post on Twitter today about a short that I took. So we had a break on structure happening in 15 minutes after the weekly highs were taken away during Asia, buy side taken away during London, created the high of the day. We broke the structure with 15 minutes swing low taken, inversion, not inversion, but the ultimate trade entry offered right after that. I took a partial here in 1 hour chart, and then we kind of pyramided from this 5-minute inversion into the previous day low. And I was actually looking for this to create a bottom because we had a 5 minutes inversion happening as well. Didn't get that done, but the news at 8:30 pushed the market to the downside. And today I'm expecting some movement after 10 only in terms of participation in it, right? Movement will happen anyhow, but I won't participate in any trades until 10. I'll try to stay strict with myself because few last days were a little bit nasty in terms of psychology, in terms of price action itself as well. So we just have to stay careful and then try to preserve the capital instead of risking it, okay? GBP USD, very similar again, just like in dollar index. Sell side was not taken this morning. GBP USD is showing exactly the same, with even yesterday's high not taken away. A lot of buy side resting above here, so we'll see how we trade onwards. But right now this 4-hour fair value gap is just supporting the price, so we'll see if we close in it and dollar index closes in that fair value gap. I'll call for dollar to move to the downside, and if it doesn't, upside objectives on a monthly chart will be our target. Okay, looking into 10 minutes, the markets are opening up. So what is happening with indices? Indices were consolidating throughout Asian session, and London didn't give much movement either. But ES itself kind of broke lower after creating a 5-minute and 15-minute fair value gap right here. So we'll see how we trade into it. But a few things to mark for us right now is that sell side is resting below. And one other thing that we have to keep in mind is that this is the 5-minute fair value gap from yesterday. So we took the all-time highs again into the chart yesterday on ES, and we created this 5-minute fair value gap while it's doing it, right? So we take a note of that, but a lot of sell side is resting below us. Lots of it. 3 sell side, 4 sell side levels for me in total. But we'll see. We see how we trade today, and I don't have any bias yet. We're trading below new day opening gap right now. Midnight open below it as well. So we see what we get at 9:30 opening, and also we'll see if we can have any YouTube 22 or silver bullet possible entries today during 10 a.m. and later hours. Let's stream it till about 10:30, 11 o'clock today, and then we'll see what the market offers us. I'll note this 5-minute fair value gap as well, just to keep it in our eyesight, right? Yes, not much more to say. Let's take a look at NQ. NQ finally on daily chart got in sync with ES. Yesterday was the first day that we got it, so buy side was taken, new all-time highs on NQ as well. And looking at NQ itself, we traded already today. We took a short from this 15-minute inversion. $4 banked for the top step evaluation account. So we'll see how we trade onwards. But I'm looking at this 5-minute fair value gap right now. If we start breaking above it, we'll see how we react above this 15-minute fair value gap. But if we don't react above it, that's fine. But if we do, I'll treat this as a breaker block. So let's just note that for us and see how we treat it, okay? Keep this level in mind. Otherwise, yeah, not much to review in terms of price action. I didn't like anything happening this week, to be fair with you. Some reports on possible trade entries that the market has given us this week are in Discord. Go check it out, and I posted our Euro USD setup in Twitter as well. And Q, I think I'll do it a little bit later today after the stream, so I'll let you guys know. Okay, but this is the short position that we took, and then we didn't wait for more sell side to be taken. We closed it a bit early, and yeah, we banked about, what was it, 24 handles and $400 basically on the trade. Yeah, 6 minutes till markets are opening up, so we see what we'll get. 8:30 itself, I was actually hoping for much more movement because these were the first real news drivers for the week. I hoped for more manipulation in terms of distribution itself to happen, but the price is still being held into the similar position where we had before the news, and drivers came into the marketplace. So we see and we evaluate. All right, and hope everybody's doing well. Let me know how's your day. Let me know if there's any topics you'd like to touch today. We'll be happy to go over anything you guys would like to see me going over. Okay. Thursday as higher low of the week would be quite valid, but I'm not sure what how that could look like. Like if we're gonna still try to take buy side before going lower. This swing low is totally valid for us to remain in place. So bullish bias, bullish price action is quite expected. We have some buy side resting above us. Um, we'll have to see how we trade into it, but the buy side is very much possible to create a high of the week for us today on Thursday. I would love to see that actually. Then trading itself becomes much easier that way because we can actually have a proper weekly profile where Thursday creates a low of the week. We take it, we appreciate it, we look to short right from there during PM, or we take a thank God Friday setup for 20-30% retracement on the weekly range itself on Friday. I'd love some clearer movement today comparing it to what we had yesterday and especially Tuesday. Yesterday wasn't that bad yet, but Tuesday was just, at least for me, just awful in terms of trying to understand what the price is trying to tell us. Yeah. How's the sound this time, actually? It would be very lovely to know, guys. I played around yesterday with the mic settings a little bit, so I very much hope that it will be a bit better for you guys to listen into the stream today. Let me know how is it, if you can. That would be highly appreciated. Um, yes, just like we expected, supporting this 5 minute fair value gap. Market's opening in a few minutes, so we'll see what that gives us. All right. We have a SMT with NQ, because NQ created a lower low here. Yes, as you see, didn't. So this push to the upside is very much expected. If you see NQ here, created a lower low into that 5 minutes fair value gap that was left open while we took out buy side yesterday. So I'm keeping it on my chart just to continue following it. But for the opening range, I'll change the setup on the chart. I'll show you both ES and NQ. We'll look for any possible SMTs, any possible divergences, together with you if you don't mind, okay? So 1 hour chart one more time. We're looking at, yeah, the only thing we can consider is the SMT itself, not much more. ES versus NQ, and let me change the setup a little bit again. Interval is what we're interested. Yeah, so we have a very visible SMT. We'll see if this 1 hour fair value gap gets broken to the upside for 10 p.m. I would very much happy to go long from here. 15 minutes here. I'll take this fair value gap away from us. This was already used with the inversion setup to go short. And let's see. 5 minutes. Still pushing to the upside, and then markets are literally just opening up in 1 minute from now. So let's see what will happen, all right? Edgar, is any better now? Let me know. Because the mic itself for me, it's acting a little bit weird. It's picking up a lot of like unnecessary noises in terms of what is surrounding it. I'm literally like keeping it 6 centimeters away from my mouth. Yeah, better. Okay, that's good to know. But shit, it's picking up every single noise around me. Like I don't even know how to say. Keyboard and mouse is not an issue, but even like if I move my feet, you guys can probably hear it. So that's a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. Not much I can do. I'll keep it. Do you want it any louder, or that's good enough? Let me know. Maybe it's for singing. Shut up. Not a singer on my end, you know? So the markets are opening up. We'll see what the opening range gives us. SMT is still in place. We keep on watching that. This is 1 hour fair value gap, so we'll see if next 30 minutes will close above it. I would actually love to see that. That would allow the market to push to the buy side before going any lower. I'm not calling for any lower prices yet, but we'll have to evaluate this 1 hour fair value gap. This will be very important for the rest of the day. Just like with every opening range, I'm waiting for some fair value gaps to form that we can play around with. Always I say that the first fair value gap is the most important on the opening range, just like, I don't know, Monday, and then first fair value gap on Monday is very much important for evaluation purposes in terms of where the markets will turn later. Usually in London session itself. So first fair value gap is always important. But I'm not expecting much just yet. We'll wait for 10 a.m. I always say we'll wait until 10 a.m. So I'll stop saying that. We just wait. All right. Opening range still consolidating, which is good. It's not problematic at all. I'm always happy with some consolidation before movement, because those, how to say, random pushes to the upside or to the downside, when they happen in terms of market releasing itself without any setup, if we can say so. Not setup in terms of something that we can take, but without any break of structure, without any sell side liquidity being taken or anything like that. That's just, you have to understand that that is just pure manipulation. And when the markets are being manipulated, it's a little bit tough for us to play with, right? So we just have to wait it out. This is the high of the range. I'm just noting low and the high of the range itself. On ES, I actually took, if you see, like a little bit lower sell side itself, because I think if we continue lower, we're gonna break below this 5-minute fair value gap. But right now, so far, it's supporting the price. $17,880.25 was not hit yet. We've called for it since early December, I think, when we took at the market in terms of, so what is the weekly range and daily range is giving us. So we're waiting for that to be priced in. That is second standard deviation level. Yesterday we talked with Edgaras, I think, a lot as well in terms of, so would I be expecting any retracement or even a return to lower prices in terms of actual turnaround of the market itself? I wouldn't be sure about it happening before that 2 standard deviation level is hit. But that's just a projection. So first fair value gap in NQ has formed. It looks like it might be willing to support price going higher. Keep that on your charts, keep that on your notes, just to evaluate what we get out of it. So we're trading into the new day opening gap on ES. I have it right here at 5015.75.5 as well, a high and low of it. On NQ, I don't really have it because there's no new day opening gap on NQ itself. So I didn't take a note of that at all. It will be interesting if this might become a swing high of sorts, but still we have some equal highs resting above. And I think if we go above it, we're just gonna kill that buy side level from yesterday as well. So looking at 5 minutes chart, SMT still in play. SMT is allowing the market to push up. This 5 minute fair value gap still supporting the price. 1 hour chart is going to be very interesting on NQ if we remain above it on 5 minutes. Not on 5 minutes, sorry, on before 10 a.m. We're going to try to take a look at inversion or silver bullet going to the upside setup. Inversion happening on ES right now. I'm noting that. Will be interesting to see if we take out sell side now because of that. And US dollar is inverting the 15 minute fair value gap right now. We traded above it, closed above it, what is it, an hour ago. And now with this candle, we're kind of trying to invert it. So we'll see. Possible turning point right now is totally understandable because of it. What I really don't want to see, I said it like half an hour ago on Discord as well. I don't want dollar and indices moving in tandem. I would really like to see dollar moving to the upside and indices going to the downside. Just like trading against each other as they're supposed to. So dollar now moving to the upside would be very much appreciated from that 15 minute fair value gap. That would allow the markets to push even more into the sell side. Yes, that 1 minute inversion playing out just real well. Five handles to come back to that 5 minute farewell. Yeah, very lovely. Let me know if you took it, guys, because this is a brilliant setup. Buy side taken, new week, new day opening gap, holding the price to the upside. We said to note it as well, and now it's pushing below the opening into the bottom side of the opening range. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we trade even lower. This 5 minute being inverted is possible now as well, because we have some sell side resting below at 5003 on ES. So keep looking at it. This is not YouTube 22 panning out yet because it's not 10 a.m. I will say to myself at least that for YouTube 2022 to pan out, we need 10 a.m. At least just lowering the risk on the trade itself, and then having a higher probability for it to pan out. So buy side resting above here on ES. We'll see how we treat that level later today, but right now we're just stuck in a range. You see, we're trading at equilibrium, and NQ nothing yet. That 1 minute inversion happening, right? I don't know, I'm still looking at the mic settings itself. It's picking up so much noise overall. I'll really have to find a solution that would minimize the noise of keyboard and all the cracking around. I feel like that if even the table moves around a little bit, the noise gets picked up, which is a little bit annoying. So if you treated this 1 minute inversion on ES well, you're looking at 5 handles already to be taken in as partial or full take profit already. 5 handles is so I always say, I even posted today on Twitter that that's all you need. You don't need much more. 5 handles a day, you can get to $1,000 a week easily if you're able to trade one contract at least. So this is a very nice setup that we just got delivered even before the markets have fully opened up. As I said, I won't trade till 10. but I'm looking at this possible setup panning out on yes both and NQ. I'm just putting notes to myself so I can continuously look after it, but lower prices would, not saying that it would be possible, but the sell side being taken right now is a bit annoying, but we still have some more sell side resting below, but we have to see. I'm not gonna take this yet, too early for me. Dollar index pushing to the downside. EUG we're not interested anymore for today, and yeah, I'll just where is it, object 3? Oh, I deleted it. I'll just keep it as a possible entry. Won't take it until 10 p.m. though. One more time, just repeating myself, but I'll continuously watch this. Anybody took any shorts already on ES? And QVD is not looking that nice. Yes, is looking much better, but anybody took any shorts yet? Let me know. This might remain open as a breakaway on NQ, so I'll take a note of that. Breakaway would just allow the market to trade much lower than it is right now, with a little bit of like lower resistance liquidity run to the downside, but only if it remains open. You don't want to see it fully closed in. Fully closure there would kind of initiate some consolidation again in the market. Yeah, so inversion panning out on NQ. Sadly, it's a bit too early for me to take it, but keep watching it. We keep it on the chart. No setup taking though. I would love to see more buy side taken before we consider any shorts like this, especially on ES with it resting above 501625 right here. Like it happened right before London opened. This wick taking it out, I would go short right away, even before the 10 a.m. happens itself. Would be more than happy to do it. Yeah, Edgar, that's why I'm not taking any shorts yet. This 1 hour for Val Gap right here. We'll see if it holds the price, we can go short right away. If it closes above, then we're looking for inversion setup right after. So yeah, this is the 1 hour for Val Gap itself. If it closes in the fair value gap in what next 10 minutes, you can just I'll probably go short with you guys right away here. But we have to continuously watch this. Dollar index, if you take a look at 4 hours chart, is not yet inverting that 4 hour fair value gap as well. We just wicked through it to the upside. So that 4 hour fair value gap holding the price might allow dollar to continue a little bit lower to take sell side from yesterday and this morning as well. That would allow the market to push to the upside though, which I'm happy to see. We have a lot of buy side resting above, so though I would be more than happy to see it pushing to the upside from where we are right now. Totally valid. Breaker block holding the price to the upside on NQ. That's brilliant. I'll take this away so it doesn't look so annoying. And yeah. Okay, if this would be 10 and 1 right now, I just go long right away. But we still have some time till 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is a very nice time overall in a day because 4 hour fair value gap closes itself at the same point. Time. Now if we close above this 1 hour fair value gap, going long from this 1 minute inversion is very much possible, and then you just don't want the price to close below it. Targeting that 2 standard deviation level. There's buy side resting before that though, so keep that in mind. But yeah, 4 minutes still holding the price to the downside. 2 minutes as well, so only 1 minute being broken so far. So all the higher time frames still supporting, rejecting the price to the downside, supporting the sell side to be taken still. Okay. I'll be very sad that this is the inversion setup we were waiting to the buy side. But if it is, it is, right? You can't do much about it. So sell side taken twice on Nasdaq, as you can see, and buy side not taken yet. So not saying this is an entry for me, but consider this inversion allowing the market to push to the upside. ES is looking much slower though. I'm just looking on the other monitors here on other charts. ES is looking a lot slower than NQ is. Five more minutes till 1 hour and 4 hour charts close down. So I like the structure of NQ a little bit better for possible buys, because NQ took sell side twice already, right? So I'm watching mainly NQ and dollar index now, right? If NQ closes above that 1 hour for value gap, we're going long pretty much right away. 10:01 basically AM, and especially if, yeah, Dixie looks like that will hold that 4 hour fair value gap in place. Let me just open it up for you guys. Yeah, this is a massive wake to the upside, but it looks like it will hold the price for sell side to be taken. Minutes here. 4, 3, 2, and 1 minute chart. I'm becoming sad because I'm not taking the setup, but I said to you guys, not only to myself but to you as well, that because of how this week went so far, I'm not gonna take any unnecessary risk. So just waiting it out. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes, and then we see. We'll probably get something offered for us. We usually do. Just have to remain calm and wait it out. Interestingly enough, will be to see if ES gets rejected from this or not also. But NQ so far pushing to the upside beautifully. And you see how 50-50 this is? So on paper, ES is offering a short right now, while list NQ is offering a buy from that 1 minute inversion, while list NQ is offering a short from 1 minute for value gap simply as an optimal trade entry. So right here. Yeah. 1 more minute, we see. But I'm literally just holding my hand on NQ possible buy entry. If the markets close above it next 1 minute, 20 handle stop loss or something like that, and we see. 1 more minute to go. Just like opening for a start of a race or something, right? Holding your hand on a button, figuring out if you're gonna be willing to press it or not right away. This is too much to the buy side already. Too bad. I'd like us to be much closer to that 1 hour for value gap for an entry. We'll go in anyhow. Right now. 20 handles is around 178, 118, so I'll place a limit there. 118 I said, right? 118. So stop placed. And we evaluate, basically. We're probably gonna try to scale down somewhere at the London highs, but we have to see. When the handles, I don't know yet. Still don't know. Yes, offering some possible buy entry as well if that 1 minute fair value gap gets inverted. So keep watching that. Yep, it did. So I think this will allow the price to push onwards now because the markets are getting more and more in sync. So I'm targeting basically buy side for now. 780 80s and then this buy side here on ES. So no trade on ES for me, but this inversion setup panning out. 5 handles right here, right there, and we wished for a better entry, but I waited it out. But if you look at 1 minute chart directly, so this is a possible buy entry for you guys. 20 handle stop loss. We'll see. Find some more buy side targets. So yeah, I'll probably just run it through all the way without any partials on NQ. And yes, buy side resting above, that is very much clear. So we need just to see a nice push to the upside now, very simply. No silver bullet yet, so I'm just kind of trying to think what ICT could be up to right now as well. So he mentioned he's gonna trade silver bullets. No silver bullet startup just yet forming though. This is quite slow though as well. I would love to see much more movement happening. 5 minutes chart. Four. Yes, inverting the 4 minute chart. 2 minutes as well. Yeah. So we'll stick to the bias to take buy stops out, but this is not looking very clean yet, at least. I would love to see much more speed considering it's Thursday and we didn't get much movement done today yet. But here we go, much better. Much better. Let's get down 1 at 20 handles, so 865. I'm using Trado with terminal this time actually. I just want to try to learn it because I'm looking to trade even more with top steps. So As soon as get this evaluation account I'm trading with you guys right now done, I'll open up more evaluations account, and it looks like to copy trade on Top Step, you need to use Trade-Await extension, like add-on for copy trading itself. So I'm just trying to learn the system a little bit better. Yeah. So what is happening right now is a little bit sad. But I don't want to see this break of swing low and move to the downside at all on ES. Yes, we look like we took away some buy side here, but I don't appreciate this trading any lower. Waking below is fine, but we don't want to see it closing below this 1004 wick. Somebody is trying to kill somebody above in the office above me. Like, holy shit, what kind of noises are happening up there. This is good. There's no break of structure yet, so we can work with that. No need to push lower on NQ. But just so people joining in right now, we're holding this trade because we're getting this 1 hour fair value gap right here inverted on NQ. ES is looking a little bit better than NQ does so far, but we still hold on to it. We still continue waiting it out. Dollar is looking to be turning around in that 4 hour fair value gap. So as long as we stay around that level, like not much will happen in there. But yeah. So that 1004 right here, wick being taken without a fair value gap is fine. I would be looking to run away from this position if there would be a fair value gap forming, because that would be a swing low taken right here, fair value gap, so that the market would say, okay, I'm offering you a short here because buy side was just taken. But I don't want us to trade into this 1 minute inversion anymore, so I'm still holding on to it, but I don't like what is happening right now. Not at all. Fair value gap forming. So let's take a note of that. This is good. I like that this fair value gap is not being formed, because fair value gaps would just allow the market to open up to the wrong side in a way, and dollar is pushing lower, at least a little bit. So that's good, but we continue wait. There's no shift in structure yet. Market is still not giving way to the downside at all, so and this is very slow though. And look how nicely that 1 minute fair value gap is being respected by the bodies, not going any higher than that. So for ES to pan out, we need this 1 minute fair value gap to be broken to the upside as soon as the market can do that. And here we're just waiting it out as well. I'll just take a look. I think we don't have any news drivers coming through any time today anymore. That's a little bit sad, but dollar pushing to the upside as well. No news drivers today anymore. Everything happened at 8:30, but 8:30 was so boring and so slow. Interestingly enough, huh? Because it was like the only actual news event this week that could have driven the market anywhere in terms of just being manipulated and moving to whatever side without much explanation or retracements or anything. That didn't happen, weirdly enough. But yeah. So what we have right now, right? So on both ES and NQ, the markets are still trading inside the opening range, right? And Q moved to the buy side a little bit, so we went above opening range a little bit, and then now we're coming back into it slowly. ES never left it, right? So this is why we're consolidating as long as we stay in the range of opening range, basically. So opening range is resting right here. As long as we're in that opening range for ES, and Q left it, but it's coming back into it, not much will happen today. US dollar just pushing to the upside mentally. Let me show you. So let's do 15 minutes on dollar index. Yeah, this is 4 hours. It didn't close above it, right? But it looks like it will very soon. So that is pushing the indices to the downside. This 1 hour inversion happening on EU, is very nice as well. GBP USD. That old daily fair value gap still acting for us. So one more time, right? Yes, this 15 minutes fair value gap holding the price to the downside. We have a lot of buy side resting above, but very simply we're still playing with that dealing range, and the market is just not opening up at all. And let's take a look at NQ. NQ 1 hour for value gap got inverted, so where is it actually? Object 3, no, not here. Object 3, this one probably. Sync it globally, here we go. This 1 hour for value gap being inverted, thus I have a buy order placed. Even though we took away some buy stops from the market already, I'm still happy to continue holding on to this trade. I won't add up yet because I didn't see any pyramid entries being offered for us, but I'll keep this trade opened. How are you guys? Anybody is holding a position together with me? Let me know. Make me stressed that you're following my bad ideas. That always helps, you know. Let's come back to 2-chart setup again. Here we go. S&P just not panning out. If I would have entered this, I would be literally stopped out just now. I would not have held on to this trade at all. So I'll hide this one. We evaluate later. But the issue now is that we're still in the opening range, right? So opening and opening. We're still in that range on ES. And Q, we're a little bit more hopeful because we got out of it. And I'm just waiting for this retracement to pan out in terms of us allowing the market to continue higher. Yeah. Let's take a look. You got it, Edgar. So what are you holding? Are you holding NQ or ES? I hope it is NQ, man. I very much hope it is NQ. If it's not, blame it on me, you know? Oh my god. NQ, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So this doesn't dip, and now that 1 minute fair value gap just holding on to the price firmly. But I like what is happening on NQ, right? I would love this 1 minute fair value gap now to remain, right? Remain in terms of not closing it down and allowing the market just to continuously push up. Finally, we got something valid here. Yeah, sell side equal lows here though. So very simply because of how much I dislike the price action so far, I'm gonna scale down right here if we trade below this 1 minute fair value gap. So I'll cross half of my position if we try to invert that 1 minute fair value gap. Okay, I'm not interested in seeing that at all, not at all. Yeah. But finally we get some opening in the market. Just like I said, I would scale down here if we trade below that 1 minute fair value gap. I'll zoom in a little bit more on NQ for you guys. Just like I said, I would scale down if we trade below this fair value gap. I'm gonna scale down if we take buy stops again. This 50% level is my interest. I would love to close above it, but if we trade above this high, I'm gonna close half of the position to just scale down, go to break even as well. I don't like what I'm seeing, very simply. Yeah, dollar making a turn in a very random place though, so not helpful. I'm just holding my finger on trade away terminal down below, just waiting to scale out of this and go to break even and let it go. So I don't want to trade below this volume imbalance. VI here would be great to remain above it. We have a fair value gap forming, very small one, but still fair value gap forming as well. So we don't want to see break of structure at all here. ES is actually offering a fair value gap as well. No entry there though. I'll just let ES go for now. It would be great to see the market pushing up from here, not trading any lower than what we are. We need speed, as CT would say. Edgar, you out at break even? How did you do that? Show a screenshot. Put a screenshot on Discord. I'd like to see. So you probably entered a bit higher, right, than I did, or what's the issue? If you entered that, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to imagine. But being out on break even is good here because the markets are still being nasty to us. Very, very nasty. So, yeah, okay, I see. I'm gonna literally take the risk off now. Since we traded into that volume imbalance, I don't want us trading any lower than that. And I'm gonna scale. Come on, here we go, scaling down. Bum bum. Can you scale me down, please? Here we go. Order filled. Lovely. We scale down. Now we take a look at what is happening. In other markets. Buy side taking, push into the downside again rapidly, like good we scaled out of this. Oh my god, why does it say 1 here? Yeah, we're out. This was weird. I said, guys, I'm trying to play around with trade away, but I literally pressed on trade away. Right here, I pressed twice to scale down on trade away. That didn't happen, so I had to scale down from here myself in front of you guys. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just pressing some bad numbers, not numbers, buttons on the account, but too bad. Let's see what we can get done again now. So 5 minutes chart, let's take a look. Nothing special happening that could interest us. 3 minutes, let's take a look as well. Buy side taken. That volume imbalance not holding the price at all. Let's see if this 1 minute gets inverted, because we have a lot of sell side resting below here. I'll actually go short here. If we come back to this 1 minute for Valga, we have shitloads of sell side resting below, so we just have to keep it in there before going higher, right? So if it remains open, I'm happy to get in. Let me take a look what, so we're at $560 today. We just started with the account today, that was at 150. Sadly, we burned the first initial attempt this week. We were at 156k starting this week, and we went down into some drawdown this week, all 3 days in a row. So the account was closed, and I just literally reset it this morning. Took out the data, posted it on Discord, and yeah, I'm just looking to run it to the new equity highs again. And we're gonna enter a short right here if this sell side remains open. Here we go. Limit ready. And I'm gonna open. I'll try to open a position via the trade of it itself. Probably 2 more lots here, and we'll see how it goes. Oops. It would be nice to get that inversion set up, filled before going down here though. Thank you. And this will be too bad if we don't get a fill and sell side is open. If sell side is not remaining open, I'll close the position. If it remains open though, I'm happy to get involved. And this will be the last trade for me today. We took a small winner. We are what, $500 up today. I'll just stay calm and happy with that, and then run the account up, not rapidly, but let's say consistently. I want to see that inversion happening though. Holy, this is taking a while. But yeah. Market is making us wait a lot. It's cool though. It's fine. I'll close the limit order if we take the sell side away though. Just repeating myself in a way, but I don't want to get caught out on the wrong side. So we either enter for shorts from this inversion, or we get out with the limit order. If the sell side is taken, yeah, sell side taken, limit order removed. Fine though, all good. Let's take a look at what we have again, right? 5 minutes. 1 hour kind of being inverted, so like that we're taking sell side away from the market more and more, but I can't enter from here. Like the range is too big for me. Getting in terms of buys from this 1 hour inversion happening. So this should be holding the price intact for possible buys, but the 15 minutes not giving us anything good, 5 minutes neither. So we look at this 5 minutes here on ES. Note that. Let's take a look. 3 minutes. Nothing special neither. So this will be the last possible setup for me. I'll take this 1 minute inversion if the market allows us to take it, and I'll probably even try to add into the trade a little bit from here. So getting ready to enter buys now. Oh, this is fast. This is moving quickly. I like it though. We won't even get to enter probably, but we see. We can use both inversion setups. Order filled for us. Let's see. We'll scale down here, and we'll just target that 2 standard deviation level. And I'm literally just now on my tradeoid as well, looking if I'll try to enter from the tradeoid setup itself. 2 minutes. Let's see. This is a nasty range the market is creating though. And I see YouTube 2022 panning out on ES. So since I'm in NQ with you guys, I'm opening an ES buy on my personal account right here. So I'll explain it in a bit. Let's do for 5 handles. So we have sell side being taken, right? We have a swing high being taken, and we have a fair value gap. So very, very simply, this is YouTube 2022 panning out here on ES for you guys. can't enter it though, on stream because I'm in NQ buys already. But this is YouTube 2022 model panning out. So YouTube 22 offered and an inversion setup offered on YouTube 22 offered on ES and inversion offered on NQ. Dollar is though not agreeing with what I'm doing at all right now. Dollar is just pushing higher to the upside, saying I don't care. All right. This is the last setup for me today. Once again, we're what, $500 up on the day? Yeah, a little bit more, 550. So I won't risk anymore. I'll continue with what I have right now, and I'll call it a day as soon as one or another way the trade pans out. So either buy side or sell side, I don't mind, but I won't trade any more setups today. Yep, ES and personal taken out. This is just a little bit sad, but DXY just pushing rapidly to the upside, full on ignoring what we're trying to do. We're here. So yes, just take a look at this 5-minute, stuck in the range still. The level is respecting the price full on, but nothing will happen here up until the point that we get out of the dealing range fully. And my mouse is stuck. I have no idea why, but it's just literally stuck. Probably. Cleaning lady's trying to come in, but yeah, my trading view, here we go, trading view is back up, but yes, I just simply don't like it. So you know what I'll do, I'll just keep NQ in front of you guys. I'll stick with the same trade idea. This is becoming an optimal trade entry right here. So regular fib here. 1 minute fair value gap. And we see how it goes basically. I don't like this at all, so I'm not adding in. me show you the balance as well. We have an SMT with the ES though. ES just went lower while SNQ is holding a higher high now. But I'm not saying it to I'm not saying this to call it for another buy entry, but yes, finally breaking the range, pushing those 15-minute lows here from the SMT, and NQ is just being held up. If this works out, like literally it works out because of this SMT here. And let's take a look at where we scaled down. So we scaled down at 1 standard deviation right here. 8.3. Yeah. So we're in a trade, we're gonna hold on to it, and we're gonna finish the stream right after. I won't allow us to go to full-on sell stop here if we close anywhere below this SMT. I'll just close the trade manually. Scaling down the risk a little bit as well. Not scaling, removing a bit more of the risk if we start pushing to the downside. We need speed though. I'm not interested in any lower prices now. This is better. We have one more 1 minute fair value gap here. So not for me to scale up from here to pyramid from here, but this is an inversion. Yep. Now I'm kind of getting confirmed that this is a good entry on my end, so I'll just hold on to it. We want this holding the price. Too bad I took that L on my personal account on ES though. I just realized it because I don't see it on here. I took this fair value gap as YouTube 22 entry. Not fun, but it's cool. I'll hold on to this. I won't scale down. So just for you guys to understand what happened here, right? Why I'm holding on to this positions there. There's three things. We have an SMT here. We have a lot of sell side being taken away from the market. We have a swing low, swing high, lower low, higher high. That gives us a breaker block right here. So we have YouTube 22 panning out. We have an inversion setup panning out. We have an OTE panning out as well. So this is why I'm trusting the market to continue higher, because we have, once more, SMTs with the ES. We have a breaker block supporting the price. We have OTE with fair value gap supporting the price. And now we have an inversion setup for the buy side as well coming in. So I'm very much happy to hold on to this. And yeah, very simply, guys, I'm gonna end the stream now. I say I'm very thankful for you guys hanging out with me. I'll let you know how this pans out, where we finish with this trades, but I'm just gonna let it go, let it rip, if I can say so. And I talk to you guys all tomorrow. Thank you for being with us again, and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.